Hey guys, Tony Cougoule here, pitching coach at Westmont College with Figured Out Baseball. We're going to go through a multi-part series here to talk about our warm-up. These are things that we do with our pitchers on a daily basis. We're going to progress you through some things throughout these next 4 or 5 videos to really give you a routine. One thing that I notice as a college baseball coach with incoming freshmen is they really lack routine in how to get themselves prepared to throw. They just show up to the field and they grab a baseball and they go. We're going to really try to give you some in-depth looks into what we do to prepare ourselves to throw and get us better. So I'm going to bring one of my players here. Toby is a senior for us, and he's going to be taking us through a foam roller series and a lacrosse ball series. So I'm going to have him go ahead and demonstrate and just kind of talk you through some of the things that we're looking for. Go ahead, Toby. So Toby's going to start with his lower body and really try to hit the big muscles. Here he's going to go with start with his glutes. The goal here is to hit about 15 passes or so with your foam roller, and that should take care of a lot of the soreness and just really get your body prepared to do what we're going to do with our throwing day. He's going to be just showing you some quick passes, maybe do 5 or 6 at each, but really the goal is 15 to 20 passes. You can go back and forth on the roller, and then once you find a spot that is really triggered with that foam roller, you can kind of stay on that spot and hang out there for a few seconds on these big muscle pieces. So he's got glutes. He's going to go into his hamstrings now and just roll back and forth. The big thing you'll notice once you start doing foam rolling every day, there's going to be a point where just the standard foam roller is probably not going to do much for you. So there's all sorts of different variations of rollers that are, harder plastic, harder rubber. There's some vibrating massage type foam rollers that are out there, and so you're going to want to just keep an eye on how well the foam roller is helping you out, and maybe progress on to something a little bit more intense as you continue to foam roll. So he's just going to keep going down, just to kind of show you every spot here. He's going to get into his calves there on both sides, and then once he does his calves, he'll flip onto his stomach and get some quad work in. For you guys that aren't really familiar with foam rolling or haven't done it a bunch, the first few times you do it, it's not going to feel great. So that's okay. You'll progress into enjoying it and really trying to get out the soreness. I think quads are probably the places where you're going to really feel it because you got all your body weight getting into that foam roller. So he's gonna take us through that other side of his quad. And then once he's done with that, he's going to start moving into his upper body. Here, we'll start with his low back. Again, just going back and forth, taking it nice and slow. 15, 20 passes on that foam roller on each of those body parts is going to really help you get loosened up, ready to go. He's moving into his T-spine and his upper back. And then he'll finish off with his lats, get on his sides and do both lats. The foam roller series with the roller and with the lacrosse ball is going to be the second piece. The first piece of your warm-up is going to be a dynamic warm-up, which there's some examples there on the website with some other coaches that will take you through a dynamic warm-up. We're taking you through our warm-up to throw. So he's finishing up here with lats, and then he's going to move on to lacrosse ball. Lacrosse ball is really geared towards just really tight trigger points, more specific points that he wants to hit. So, I mean, he might get down into his lats a little bit more, into his scaps, spots that really get tight from throwing. So if you're feeling knots in certain places, the lacrosse ball is going to be your best bet for getting into those tight spots and really getting specific to a spot that's sore. He's doing a little bit of active stretching right there. You saw with some internal and external rotation, getting that lacrosse ball into his scap and into his lats a little bit and working on that internal and external rotation just to be a little bit more active with that movement. Like I said before, you can progress through different types of foam rollers. These examples here are really inexpensive options, and so just a regular foam roller and a lacrosse ball. You can get both of these items for probably under $10, and really use those as a really good starting point for your foam rolling series. Again, I'm Tony Cougoule with Westmont College. Part 1 was foam rolling. We're going to move on. Our next video, we'll be looking at our band series with our J band. So look forward to teaching you a little bit more about our warm-up routine. Thank you.